Greetings, my name's Tim Johnson. This is Recovery, Strength, Hope and Courage. First of all, pardon my rather dishevelled and sweaty appearance. I've just got back from the gym and it's a 2 mile walk back from the gym and it really is very, very hot. I know it's really hot in England at the moment and they're suffering over there, but it's extremely hot over here as well, and you can't escape it. Anyhow, I feel really great. That's the main thing and I'm glad I went. I pushed myself to go and that's what it's all about, isn't it? Anyway, what I wanted to make a video about, and I sort of mulled this over on the way back, and that's why I've sat down quickly to make this now, because often these videos come into my head and I've sort of mull over a couple of things. If I'm disturbed or angry about something, I mull it over for a couple of days and then sort of make a video on it. And the first thing I want to talk about quickly, and I'm not going to try and bore you with this, but it's the vulnerability. And I don't know about you people, but I know there's a selection of people on here that are very, very special people to me, and they put themselves out there every single day, or every single time they make a video. They make themselves vulnerable. People like you saw Waylon and Leisha and Rockin' Roberta and Just Sid, Ryan Donnelly, many, many, many. I could go on forever. Craig J. Davis, all of you. You put yourselves out there. You're honest, and you make yourselves vulnerable. And I don't know about you people, but I make these videos for a couple of reasons. And it's not hard. It's not easy to do. To put yourself out there, and it's nothing to do with your ego or wanting people to see your face or whatever it is. It's genuinely, for me anyway, and I'm sure for all you guys, it's for your own recovery, to document your own recovery. And it's quite cathartic, isn't it, to put your words out there and get everything off your chest. And the bonus is, and I hope and pray that one person that watches this, or anybody that watches this, or these, or any videos, gets something from it, and it helps them, or it helps them make a change in their lives, or puts them on the right path, or just motivates them to, when they see that, you're in recovery and how good you're looking and how well you're feeling, that it'll motivate them to make a change in their lives for whatever reason. So yeah, it's not easy to put yourself out there. I mean, I watched a video that really moved me, which is the basis of this video, really, the reason I've made it, or a couple of reasons, but this is one of the main ones. And I watched a video by a guy called Pip, who's from the north of England, like myself, from Geordieland, and he's got a channel called Help with Alcohol, and he's got well over 1,200 subscribers, gets a lot of views because he's very down to earth and he's very honest, open, but he's never really talked about the reasons for his descent into alcohol. And he was a serious alcoholic. He was dying. He's been clean for nigh on 3 years now, and this is the first time he's ever sort of spoken about the reasons for his descent into oblivion, if you like. He was on his way, as he says, to becoming a serious addict alcoholic prior to these things happening, but everything happened in 1 week. And the basis of it is, without going into it, because please go and check out his channel, Help with Alcohol, and you can watch it for yourself, this video. But the basis of it is his father died quite suddenly, although he'd had a brain tumor, and he died quite suddenly. And again, all this happened in 4 days, a space of 4 days. His wife, who was in the process of leaving him with their 1-year-old son, then dropped a bombshell. And the day after his father died, his wife told him that, got him in a car on her own, on their own, and told him that the son he thought was his wasn't his, and that it was another man's, and they'd been living a lie for a year, and he brought this child up as his own. And then 2 other things happened, which I won't go into straight after that. All this happened in 4 days. Can you imagine the carnage? He said it was like looking. The way he describes it in very movingly in the video is that everything went into like a cartoon. It's and a lot of doctors say that it's a sort of post-traumatic stress, or in those days when this happened to him, they called it a nervous breakdown. But all this happened, and 2 other major things happened. So 4 days, his dad died, he found out his son wasn't his wife left him, then 2 other things which I won't go into. and he descended and plummeted into oblivion. Basically, nothing and nobody could help him, and he found solace in vodka, which was his alcohol of choice, and a lot of vodka. For a long time, he was jailed 18 times. He lost everything basically. Without going into great detail, he lost everything. But the reason I'm telling you all this is that by telling us this and putting all this into the open, he's got a lot of subscribers. He made himself extremely vulnerable, and we all do that all the time. Anytime we make these videos, we're sort of spilling our guts, if you like, online, and it's not an easy thing to do. And the reason I got a bit angry was there was a little bit of a argy-bargy about people making comments on someone's channel that were not constructive comments and not helpful at all regarding Suboxone and stuff like this. Now, Suboxone is my second subject, and I just want to make this very clear about Suboxone from my personal point of view. There's all this arguments, and this holier than now person was making these comments on someone's site, someone's video, who was very vulnerable at the time and upset about not being clean if you're on Suboxone. And it's just, it's bollocks. You can look at it in a lot of different ways, can't you? And I know for a fact I was on Suboxone for 2 years in my 40s, late 40s. My life was in chaos, dreadful. I'm not going to go into it. Look back at my other videos, and I explain this carnage. But Suboxone pulled me out of that shit. I was on it for 2 years, and it was my own stupid fault that I came off it in the end because I failed the drugs test. But it sorted my life out over those 2 years. I will not hear any bad words said about it. The point I'm making here is that it doesn't matter. There's this debate, clean or it doesn't fucking matter about clean or not clean or anything like that. This person on this video was making herself vulnerable and has made the effort to get off pain pills, alcohol, whatever it is, pain pills, you made the effort to change their lives. Not only have they made the effort to change their lives by going on Suboxone to straighten themselves out and taper slowly and finally come off it, they've made themselves vulnerable and are putting themselves out there to help other people, not for their own vanity or ego, but because they genuinely want to help people. And then some tithead, some person who is too scared to come on here and show themselves and make videos themselves. If you're so concerned about people, being clean or not clean, inverted commas, get on here and make some videos and explain your reasons why. Don't make negative comments on people's videos, because the reason you make comments on these videos and the reason it's a support network. We're there to support whether we've relapsed, whether we're on drugs, not on drugs, whether we're in recovery, whatever we're in, whatever stage we're in, we're all here to support each other, not to make. Yes, you make yourself vulnerable on here to criticism, and there's an argument that says don't put yourself on here if don't make these things if you're worried about being criticised, but don't make fucking comments if they're not constructive, if they're not supportive, because that's what this is all about, support. If it makes you angry that someone's on this drug, or you want to make, don't follow. Just go away and go somewhere else and go and watch something else. And great, if you're in recovery and you're doing well, I applaud you and you're doing great. But you should know how hard it is to get to this stage. You should know what the fight's like and how and you should be supportive, not making negative or unsupportive comments. And that's enough about that. But Suboxone, yes, it's there and it's useful, and not everyone's a fan of it. And yes, it can be difficult to come off. I know that myself because I've experienced it. But as a maintenance drug, if you're not abusing anything else or abusing that, it is fantastic, and that's all I will say. And it's a bridge. I call it a bridge from the shit of addiction, if you like, the bridge over, this carries you over into recovery and helps you and eases you into that stage where you can be totally, free of any pills or alcohol or anything. So that's enough of that. So yeah, support each other, guys, because that's what this is all about. It's not about negativity. It's about positivity. It's about being positive and supportive to each other. Okie dokie, a little bit of lightheartedness at the end. I was thinking on my way back the other day. I don't know if you've all seen, because this is about something about the way I feel at the moment, actually. But on my way sort of back from the gym, it wasn't today, it was the other day. I was thinking of the film I watched, The Life and Times of Benjamin Button. Have you ever seen that film, Benjamin? If you haven't seen it, watch it because it's a brilliant film. And I'm sure all you ladies out there and gents can see the stunning likeness I have to Brad Pitt, which is uncanny, I know. Yeah, just one of those things I have to live with. Only joking. um, but anyway, the likeness to Benjamin Button is what I'm talking about. Because Benjamin Button, the story is that he ages backwards. He starts off old and gets younger and younger and younger. And it's a fantastic film. It's very uplifting. And it's generally what I feel like now. The life and times of Tim Button, I suppose you could call it. But I'm aging. I seem to be aging in reverse because I feel fitter and healthier and mentally, physically, and spiritually every single day. And I'm really not exaggerating. And yes, it's because of diet and exercise and lifestyle and all those things. But it's also about positive mental attitude and good habits, and making those habits become strong habits, stronger and stronger and stronger, until it becomes almost muscle memory that you're doing these things. And yeah, aging in backwards, natural highs is the way forward, guys. I used to crave the highs that opiates and alcohol pills of all sorts gave me. um, and I can honestly say that the way forward is natural highs, because the highs I achieve via exercise, via positivity, meditation, via my diet, the highs, the little highs become massive, and they become highs that are far more intense than the highs you experience on opiates and alcohol and all that shit, because you stimulated the same part of your brain to start with, and you're increasing your dopamine levels. Even by achieving goals, you're doing this. You set yourself a goal and you achieve it. Like I'm learning Krav Maga, I'm learning Spanish at the moment. Every time I achieve a little goal, like I had a little conversation on the way back from town today from the gym, and with a guy outside a restaurant, that I see every day, and I managed to have like a 5 minute conversation with him in Spanish. The high I got from that was a similar high to going knocking back a treble whiskey or treble brandy, whatever it was I drank, vodka. It becomes so good to be alive. So natural high is the way forward, guys. Diet, exercise, goals, setting yourself targets, learning new skills. You can do all these things. Even in a busy life, you can fit these things in. So what I will say at the end of this video, then, support each other. Send love, not negativity. I hope everyone's okay. And if you're struggling, don't forget, just hold on, because as my old mate Giles used to say in rehab, if you hold on a minute, an hour, a day, whatever, it does get better, and it will get better. So if whatever you're doing, if you're in withdrawal, if you're in early recovery, whatever it is that you're struggling in life, hold on, keep doing the right things, and it will get better. So until next time, carpe diem. Yeah, seize the day, carpe diem. Stay strong, guys, and sending much love to you all. And if you like this video, please subscribe and please hit the like button, because the more people that do that, the more people that see them. It's simple as that. Okay, see you till next time.